Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Undercross.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double dog. That's the way.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Wentz now to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go. Check you out. Field. 55.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get it. His hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Don't get nervous. Man, 5-7. 55, my God, 55.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got 86. I got 86. Watch left. Watch left. Watch left. He's tired. There's 74. 74. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I got
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Great 15. Great 15. Hey, orbit. Hey, eat. That's right, baby. They don't. Great. Check.
Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. From the red zone now, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hey, high 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bounce bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Come on, dude. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch, twist. 61, matchbox, right. What, squeeze. Oh! Right side.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey. Hey, Echo. Mike 54.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check 53, Mike. Slam. Check 24. Deep grip.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Look at me. Go. Switch.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check curls. Check out read. Tight go. Hey, lock it. Check 43. Switch. Topper.
Back to throw. Gordon. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Go! And 2 stop. He's tired of me. Out. Jack! General West. Mike 5-4. I got it. Watch out. Leo. Go. Under 10. 10.
On first down, Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, Dobbins, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gordon. It is intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Push him back. Check 3, check 3. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, Sam off. Check 37.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. They complete it to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's Hill, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
14. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
57. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Wentz to throw again. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Wentz, caught by the tight end Ertz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mike 29. Go, go, go.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
That's how we do it.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 29.
Rip.
Don't let him breathe.
Now Wentz. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Mike 29.
Ram.
Kill.
To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
29.
Kill.
That's what I do.
Run.
Wentz going to throw, and he's going to go down again. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And shedding through the tackle. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Look at me. Zipper.
54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Hayward.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Pick the edge.
Stand down.
The final shot before break. Gordon going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wentz now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Phil. Hey, 4 Tokyo.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come. Here I come.
Squeeze. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
25, check 25, check 25. Now.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
180.
You got nothing.
Black.
You got nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
5-7.
29 is Mike.
Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You draw corporate.
keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Yeah.
He's checking. He's
X3. 218. Chop it. Snap.
On second down, Dobbins. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey.
Back to throw. Gordon going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Hey, lock it. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
Go.
Check 52. Hey, watch here.
On third down, Dobbins, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, up and good. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just
trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Jumper, 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 jumper. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Go.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
50, get it.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins down to the 25. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. On 1st down, Wentz. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
61, matchbox, light.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard. Line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Take a break. Hey, we got 6-6. Pull it high.
53. Hey, check, check. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Yep.
Play. 53.
5.
53.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 53.
Two.
To throw again. Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 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 hey.
Defense.
On 4th down, Gordon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
2nd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Empty.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
80 weapon. Shit.
Going for it with Sanders. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Show it.
Yes.
Sponge.
Leo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whack.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Ertz over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Steelers,